If your knees feel different than they used to many years ago, it's usually down to one of three reasons or causes. Today in this video, we'll explain what these causes are. And the great thing is that we also give you an exercise for each of these causes to help you successfully address them and make your knees feel better. If we haven't met yet, my name is Alex. I'm a physiotherapist with over 21 years experience in private practice working with people over 50.
I'm Gavin, I'm a personal trainer, and Alex and I co New Zealand's only fitness studio for people over 40, and many of our clients come to us with really sore knees. So without further ado, let's just jump in and show you what these three causes are. The first cause that usually contributes to a lot of knee pain is weakness and strength. After the age of 40, really, we lose about 10% of our muscle mass every single year. And your leg strength declines 2 times faster than your upper body strength. And when you have this thing going on, your knees are not supported anymore and it causes a lot of pain. So we need to work on strengthening those legs. And one of the simplest ways you can do it is something that we do every single day anyway, which is getting up off a chair, right? So the exercise we're going to show you today is a sit to stand. So Alex is going to sit down on the chair for me. I'm going to show you exactly how to do a sit to stand. So it doesn't sound difficult, but there's a couple of things I want to talk about for you to do this right with minimal pain. So first of all, Alex is going to put his feet out a little bit further from the chair. And he's going to open up his knees a little bit that way and point his toes out, okay? Now, when he stands up, what I want him, if you just stand up off the chair for me, please, okay? What you'll notice is that his knees stay behind the sort of toes. So the weight is going through the midfoot and not on the front of the foot. So sit back down for us a little bit. Good. Now with his arms, what I'd like him to do is put them over across his chest this way. And what this means is that when he rolls forward, he's going to put all the weight into those the midfoot and then just stand up from the chair. And another thing that I want you to do, sit back down, Alex, is that I want to keep your posture right. So I want him to look up at the corner of the room and do the same thing again. Roll forward and push and drive up. And when you do those couple of things and sit back down, you're going to have pretty much a perfect squat, all right? And you're going to keep on going that way. Nice. And on the way down, I want you to slow down, okay? So on slow. And I want you to try and think of stopping the plop. That's important. Because if Alex comes up and he gets down to a point where it's hard, usually he just plops down onto the chair, right? And you want to avoid that as best you can and control it. Now, stand up, Alex. If that's too hard, stay standing, don't move. What you can do is you can use a higher surface as well. So Alex is going to do the same thing, and he's just going to touch the chair and then come forward. So if you can't quite get that low spot, then you can use a higher surface. Don't use this chair, it's not very sturdy. You can use a sturdier chair. And this is going to build up that quad strength for you and a bit of balance and whatnot as well. So that would be the first cause, okay? Building up the strength around your knees. Now, you can stop there. If you would like a full guide, we'll be talking through 5 great exercises that are both physio-based and strength-based. All you need to do is comment knees down below. We will send you that guide absolutely free.
All right, and the cause number 2 of your knees losing a bit of function is knee stiffness. So essentially you're losing mobility, you're losing the flexibility in your knee joint. So sometimes it's due to a bit of wear and tear or a bit of arthritis. Sometimes it's just lack of use. So your knee joint becomes stiffer and stiffer, and that obviously affects the way you live your life and your function, okay? So I'm going to show you a simple exercise you can do on a daily basis to loosen up, to free up your knee joint so you can actually move around a lot easier. So I'm going to demonstrate. So I'll get Gavin to lie down. Okay, so you can do it in bed if you like, or you can lie down on the floor if you can go down on the floor. So we call it heel slides. What we're going to do is I'll ask Gavin to start bending the knee and start sliding the heel back up towards his hip. Okay, now sometimes it helps to wear a sock because it helps to glide or slide your foot easier, so it's not catching the floor or the bed sheets. Okay, so you're going to bring your foot up as close to your hip as you can. Sometimes some of you may not be able to go all the way in, so you may stop there because your knee doesn't want to bend anymore. That's okay. Okay, so you go as far back as you can, and then you're going to let your knees straighten down. So just slide the heel away. Okay, and then repeat the same thing again. Now, if you want to give your knee a bit of a push, which is definitely a good idea, you can actually use a towel. So I'll get Gavin to grab the towel with both hands. So the towel is positioned just about mid-shin, okay? And Gavin is going to use the power of his arms to pull the knee in a little, or the leg in, okay? So essentially the idea is to get as much bend in your knee as possible. It's okay to feel a bit of a stretch, but if it causes a lot of knee pain, then you should stop. It means you're probably irritating your knee joint a bit too much, okay? So again, bring the knee in, okay? And then now you're going to let the knee straighten down, okay? And then you're going to bring it back up again, okay? And give it a bit of a pull. So I would recommend doing 10 of those and have a short break for half a minute and do 3 sets of 10 of these to free up your knee joint, and I'll do it definitely on a daily basis. All right, and the third change that affects your knee as you get older is you start to get poor balance, okay? So you might have noticed that when you're standing, especially if you're trying to stand on one leg, your balance is not as good as it used to be 20 or 30 years ago. So that obviously affects your function, okay? So the way you address it is you do some balance exercises. And the most simple exercise that we use in our gym, in our clinic a lot, is something called a tandem stand. Most people can do it reasonably safely. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Gavin to stand with one foot in front of the other. So basically the heel of his right foot is touching the big toe of his left foot, okay? Now, if you try this and you feel very unsteady on your feet, make sure you're holding on to something for balance. So, for example, we could put a sturdy, solid chair in front of in front, so Gavin can hold on to it. You can also do it, actually doing it in the corner of a room where you can hold on to both walls would be a good idea just for safety, okay? So Gavin is going to stay like this for 10 seconds, so count to 10, and then you're going to swap your legs around. So you're going to put your left foot in front, and be mindful, one way is usually better than the other way. So whether it's your left side or the right side, usually in one position, it's easier than the other. So be aware of it, okay? So you count to 10, then you swap around, do the other side again for 10 seconds, okay? So you do it 5 times each side. Now, if this feels really, really easy, okay, to make it harder, or if you just go back to that same position again, Gavin, all you do is you start, so while you're standing, if it's really easy, you start turning your head side to side, okay? So make it harder, you just start turning your head. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Gavin is starting to lose his balance.
Harder than you think.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Cool. So same thing, 10 seconds one way, 10 seconds the other way.
Okay, team, so hope you enjoyed the video. Please let us know if you did enjoy that video. And if you do want a copy of our free guide, comment knees. We're going to leave a video in the top corner there, which we think you will like. So head over to that video and we'll see you over there.